Hotel guests were forced to evacuate an Owensboro hotel room after it was set on fire. Now 5 juveniles are behind bars facing charges.
This is Fox 7 News at 9. The most local news, the most local coverage.
5 juveniles are behind bars charged with setting an Owensboro hotel on fire. Good evening, everyone. I'm Waite. Kelly Quinn has the night off. That blaze sparked early Saturday morning at the Executive Inn Rivermont in Owensboro. Heavy smoke and flames sent hotel guests scattering for safety, and it couldn't have come on a worse weekend. Because the suspects are juveniles, their names are being withheld, but the charges each could face range from arson to criminal trespassing. 2 of the guests and 2 firefighters had to be treated on the scene for smoke inhalation, but we are told they are all doing fine tonight. Meantime, investigators in Chicago are still trying to determine what caused an apartment fire that killed 6 children. That fire broke out early this morning on the 3rd floor in the city's Rogers Park neighborhood. Rescue crews used stairwells and ladders to get any of the residents that they could out of the trapped building. The Vanderbilt County Sheriff's Department needs your help catching an armed robber. It happened this morning at the Bustlers on Highway 41 past Interstate 64. Sheriff's deputies say a lone suspect walked into the store and demanded money. He's described as a white male standing 5 foot 7 inches tall, weighing 160 pounds with brown hair. If you have any information on this robbery, you are urged to call the Vanderbilt County Sheriff's Department. 2 days after autopsy results show that Henderson Junior lineman Ryan Owens died from a mitral valve prolapse, his coach says he's relieved to find closure. Duffer Duffy says although nothing can take the place of Owens, the Colonel's team is wearing Ryan's number on their helmets and dedicating the season to him. Owens collapsed July 19th, minutes after a morning football practice, and died an hour later. On Friday, doctors said that Owens had a light heart murmur, but said his condition was aggravated by his activity on the football field. Both the coroner's office and Henderson County Schools say their own investigation continue into Owens' death. Both expect to release more information later this week. Stay tuned to Fox 7 for the very latest. After months of worshiping in other sanctuaries, members of the First Christian Church of Newburgh have a new beginning. On November 6th, their church was hit by the F3 tornado that ripped through southwestern Indiana, and the storm couldn't have come at a worse time. Their building was only a month away from completion. Well, this morning, members were welcomed into their church again a few months later and with a few extra patches, but all say it's good to be home. Well, millions of working families in the U.S. can't afford adequate child care, not just the kind that protects kids from danger, the kind that stimulates and nurtures a child. It can cost upwards of $12,000 to put 2 children in daycare for only 1 year. That's more money than a full-time minimum wage worker earns. In this Family First report, a look at well-kept secrets, Art Crisis Prevention Nursery, and how they provide a safe and fun place for kids to go free of charge. Here's Fox 7's Kelly Quinn. Voters in California are setting a new standard when it comes to the way presidential elections may turn out. This week, the state legislature passed a bill that would make the popular vote and not the Electoral College determine presidential elections, meaning the state's 55 electoral votes could go to the candidate getting the most votes nationwide, regardless of which candidate wins the state. The Democratic-supported bill has many questioning whether this bill could change the future of politics. Well, everyone's favorite time of the night is just minutes away. Here are Doug Kuffner and Rap Cat with a preview of what's coming up in sports.
Hey, thanks a lot, Greg.